Hi guys, my name is John from D-Link Technical Team. So today I'm going to present the one-stop end-to-end commercial network solution by D-Link. So in case you all got any question, please feel free to ask or you all can just put inside the chat group. Okay, so for today, the agenda, we have the introductions of the D-Link, then the right device for the right solutions, okay, introduce the network components and unique network functions from D-Link. Then next, we have the wired network production solutions for all our management switch. Then followed by the industrial switch solutions, then wireless solutions. Then our software, okay, is called the DView 7. We'll be able to manage all our D-Link devices. Then surveillance product, M2M offering. And lastly, we have the cabling. So first, okay, D-Link, we established in 1986. Okay, it's one of our leading network companies. So all over the world, okay, for the staff, we have over 2,000. Then in the R&D, we have 500. So the business segment will be the consumer, enterprise, and the carrier. So in the world, okay, we have 149 local sales offices in 60 countries. So for the warehouse, okay, we have 20 regional in 15 countries. Then IMA center, we have 57. So next, talking about the market share, okay, for our internal switch revenue. On 2018, okay, we have this pie chart. For D-Link, we stand up to 22%, okay, compared to the rest of the vendors. Okay, in 2019, okay, we increased to 25%. Okay, next we have the D-Link Total Network Solution Overview. So we will just go for the introductions to the network component. Next, okay, we have our D-Link Total Network Solution Overview, then followed by the introductions of the network components. So for the overview itself, okay, for D-Link, we have different types of solutions. First one will be the WAN. Okay, we have the firewall. Is our DFL 870. Okay, able you to do some of the antivirus. Okay, you can block or unlock some of the services to your network. Then not just that, okay, we have the VPN. Okay, able you to connect to a remote site. Okay, you can use another solutions called our M2M. Okay, we have the DWM321. Okay, able you to VPN IPsec back to the HQ. So all your IP cameras will be able to do the recording, okay, through the NVR. Then next, of course, we have the security solution. It's called our L7 gateway. So this device able you to see all the traffic going through it, not just traffic, including the Gmail details. So this one is more for the security solutions. Then next, of course, we have the wired connectivity. We have the core switch. Okay, we also have the distribution and the edge switch. So for our core switch, okay, we have the 1 gig, 10 gig, 40 gig, and 100 gig solutions. So it's very cool. Then next, okay, for the wireless portions, okay, then we have some of the wireless solutions like our Nucleus. So Nucleus come with two types. One is called the Nucleus Cloud. It's a cloud controller, able you to manage all the APs and switch from anywhere in the world. So the switch will be the DBS 2000 and the AP will be called the DBA series. Okay, then next we have the software based, our Nucleus Connect, able you to install, okay, the software inside the server and you will be able to manage all the APs. Okay, so the AP itself is the DAP series. Okay, then we also have the hardware controller. It's called our DWC series. Together with the AP is the DWL series. Then not just that, okay, on the switch itself, okay, I'd like to touch on, we do have industrial switch. So for the industrial switch, we'll be able to handle wide temperature, okay, from minus 40 degree to 75 degree. Okay, not just that, for our industrial switch, we also have a 250 meter solution. So you don't need to, lay the fiber across. You can just use the Cat 6A, Cat 5E, okay, up to 250 meter to power on the CCTV. Then lastly, of course, we have some of the surveillance solutions. Okay, we have the analog and we have the IP cameras and we have the NVR and thermal cam. Then lastly, of course, okay, we have the outdoor P2P wireless solution for long distance wireless bridging. Okay, first one, network components. Okay, for 1 gig, we have Cat 5E and Cat 6.
Okay, for 10 gig, we have the Cat6a and 7. Okay, next for the fiber, normally divide into two parts. First is a single mode. Okay, 1 gig or 10 gig. Okay, can travel the longest distance. Okay, the furthest. Next is the multi-mode. Okay, the speed can go 1 gig, 10 gig, 25 gig, and 40 gig. But the distance is shorter. Okay, shorter. So next, we also have transceiver. Okay, the transceiver is connect with the fiber, then to the switch itself. Okay, so for the transceiver, we have single mode and multi-mode on the 1 gig. Okay, it's called the SFP. We also have the SFP plus. Okay, it's 10 gig. It's also multi-mode or the single mode. Next, okay, we have the media converter over here. So you can convert fiber, okay, to RJ45. Okay, the solution, we have the fast E and 1 gig. Okay, so on the media converter itself, okay, we have the SC connector, okay, single mode 15 kilometer. Okay, switch to switch, normally we will use LC. Okay, on the media converter, normally we will use the SC. Okay, next, on the stacking cable, this one is allow you to stack multiple switch together. Okay, we have a different model, one for 1 meter, 3 meter, and also 7 meter. Okay, basically design of the network, those kind of stuff. Some of the customer normally will ask, okay, for the firewall, okay, what is the current section? Okay, how many NAT you support? Then what is you got support multiple WAN? Is it load balancing, failover? Got any web content filtering? Those antivirus? Okay. So for the core switch, okay, normally they will ask, hey, what's your switching capacity? What's your forward rate? Is it layer 3 routing? Got support the OSPF, those kind of thing. Then the uplink, okay, I need 100 gig, 40, you know, those kind of stuff. Okay, next for the L2, L3 layer, okay, the aggregation and the edge. Okay, normally they will ask same thing, the port count. Is it smart? Is it full layer 3? Okay, I want the OSPF, static route. Okay, is it stackable? Okay, I want to do redundancy. Okay, then what is the PoE budget normally for the edge switch? Okay, next for the outdoor long range, okay, normally they will ask on the industrial switch, okay, is it outdoor, environment proof, dust proof, IP30, those kind of thing. Okay, next, 6 kV, then can support up to 100 meter because my camera is very far. I don't want to install a fiber, those kind of thing. Then what's the PoE budget and also redundancy. And next for the Wi-Fi, they will normally ask, hey, how many clients can your AP support? Then is it a hardware controller, software, or you know, a cloud controller, those kind of thing.
Next, we have our D-Link unique network function inside our switch. So for the first one will be more on the D-Link advanced screen technology that will allow you to do the power saving. So you will be able to power save by the connection status or even the length. Okay, less than 20 meter, okay, you will be able to save the power. Or if there is no traffic, okay, running on the port itself, then you want to turn off the LED also can. Then next, of course, we have the smart fan. So in case once you reach the threshold, that it will turn on the fan. Then followed by we have the system hibernation in case the office is not in use. Okay, or you can just shut off certain port. So running on the CCTV only. The rest of the like APs, the LAN port, all will be disabled on the switch itself. So all through this, okay, you will be able to save the power when you run on the D-Link switches. Okay, next of the functions, okay, we have the DHCP server screening and the IP MAC port binding. Okay, what is the DHCP server screening is, for example, okay, once you're on this function ready, we will allow you to key in the official IP address of the DHCP server. So in case any of your user, okay, plugging their router or even plugging the root DHCP server, the packet will be dropped. Okay, all the clients will get the IP address from the official DHCP server. Next, okay, for the IP MAC port binding, okay, this one allows you to set some of the security. So only with the correct IP address, the MAC or the port, okay, you will be able to access to the network once you connect to the switch. If one of them, okay, does not match, okay, the user will not be able to grant access to your network. So this one is very good technology.
Next, we have the surveillance switch mode. Okay, what is this? This one is very good for surveillance project. Okay, once you're on already, instead of you looking at the normal web GUI with all the settings, going through all the wordings, everything will change to picture. Okay, you can see all the IP cameras, okay, all the MVR. Okay, next, of course, inside you will be able to see the switch information like what is the bandwidth they use, okay, how many PoE budget left over, those kind of stuff. Then settings, of course, you can set some of the things like called the auto surveillance VLAN. Later on, I'll touch more on this. Okay, you can set the QoS for this VLAN. Okay, 7, the highest priority. Then we can on the loopback detection, SNMP, syslog, those kind of things. Then lastly, of course, we have the health diagnostic, okay, to check the cables status. Okay, next, what is auto surveillance VLAN? Okay, this one, once you're on the surveillance mode already, okay, this function is also enabled, okay, by default. Okay, what is this function do? For example, you connect all the CCTV, the MVR, it will automatically add those devices inside this surveillance VLAN. Okay, they detect by the OMWIF. Okay, OMWIF is a CCTV universal standard. Okay, any brand also support it. So just detect, okay, add everything to this surveillance VLAN. Okay, so you have a highest priority. Your CCTV traffic will not be blocked. Okay. Okay, next, okay, for the switch itself, we also have the network authentication mechanism. Okay, we have the MAC-based access control. So the client must have the correct MAC address. You can connect to the network. Okay, they don't need to key in any ID or the password. Next, of course, we have the web-based. Okay, it's like a captive portal. It will pop up. The user can just key in the username and password to access to the network. And same thing for the Radius server also. Okay.
Next function, okay, will be our 6 kV surge protection. So we will be able to protect the rest of the devices connected to the port, okay, in case of the power surge or the lightning strike. Okay, this one will help to improve the network reliability. Okay, you don't need to go and repair in case the lightning strike the devices. Okay, some of the models like DGS3630, okay, do support it, just take note. Then next, okay, for all our switches, okay, we got sent to a third-party company called the Tori Reports. They will help us to do some of the testing and comparison between other of the vendors. So in case you are interested, you all can just go to this website to take a look. And some of the result, okay, we are better than the third-party company. Okay. Next, okay, we have our wired network product solutions. Okay, mainly is our layer 2, layer 3, okay, our core switch, distribution switch, and our edge switch.
Okay, so for our switch, our portfolio, okay, we have switches for data center, okay, or core. So we can see this model, DSS3600, okay, can support 10 gig or 40 gig, okay. Then we also have data center switch, it's called the 5000 series. Okay, this one you can install different OS, okay, D-Link OS, the other brand of the OS, you can just install it. Okay, it supports 25 gig, 40 gig, and 100 gig. Next, of course, we have our cloud switch. Okay, you can use the cloud to manage the switch. Okay, you don't go down. You can just go through the cloud portal. You will be able to manage the switch very, very easily. Okay, it's called the DBS 2000 series. Okay, next, for all the program itself, DView 7, we can use the SNMP to manage all the devices. Okay, we have the DNA to help out during the first setup on your D-Link switches. Then we have the Nucleus. Okay, the Nucleus. For the Nucleus, we have a Nucleus Connect. It's a local controller to manage all the AP. Then we have the Nucleus Cloud. Okay, the Nucleus Cloud is a cloud portal to manage the AP and also the DBS series. Okay. Next, for the core layer, the core and the aggregation layer, we have the Metro E switch. Okay, this Metro E switch support Q-in-Q, the ISM VLAN, those kind of thing. Okay, next for the layer 2, we have the DGS 2000 and 3000. Then like layer 3, we have the OSPF. Okay, it's the DGS 3130. And layer 3, the full one with the MPLS is 3630. Okay, next, of course, on the access layer, okay, we have switches like the 1210, 1100, 1250, and 1510. As you can see, the DSS over here, it means that it supports 10 gig solution, 10 gig. So it comes with all the ports RJ45, 10 gig also, or all the ports SFP plus 10 gig. Okay, take note. And also lastly, our industrial switch. Okay, we have the DIS 100 unmanaged, starting from 200, okay, is a managed layer 2 function, and layer 3 is DIS 700G. So how are we going to place them? Okay, so for Zoho, it's normally we use the DGS 1100. Okay, very easy, very small size. Okay, next we have the SME. Okay, we can use the 1210. If you want console, you can use the 1250. Then next for corporate, okay, we can use the DGS 1510. We can do the stacking and provide you the redundancy also. Okay, so for enterprise, for the biggest one, we have the DGS 3130 and 3630. Okay, next for the data center, of course, we have the DSS series, okay, the 5000 series. Then we also have some of the DSS 3600 to do it. Then also the DSS 1210. As you can see, all the DSS is 10 gig solution. As for this 5000, DSS 5000, it support 10 gig, 25 gig, 40 gig, and 100 gig. Okay, take note. Okay, what's the difference between all the families, okay, for our D-Link switch? Okay, we have the 1100. This one is normally we use for access, okay, layer 2 function only, very easy. 1210, okay, start to come with the uplink with the fiber SFP port. Okay, we can do the ACL, okay, those kind of stuff, and web GUI, SNMP, and some of the CLI, okay, limited CLI. Okay, next for the 1250, different already, okay, come with the console port, okay, 4 times 10 gig SFP plus slot for the uplink itself. Okay, then we have a full CLI. Okay, next 1510 higher end. Okay, we have the static route coming in. Then we can support 4 times SFP plus. Okay, able to do stacking. Okay, able to do stacking, very important. Can provide the full redundancy for you. Then we have the full CLI also. Then 3130, same thing. Okay, we have the RJ45 10 gig. Okay, RJ45 10 gig. Okay, it support up to OSPF. Then followed by 3630, we support MPLS and the rest of the functions. Okay, for non-PoE switch, okay, we have few products, same thing, 1100. We have 5 ports and 24 ports. For 1210, same thing, 10 ports up to 52 ports. 1250, 28 and 52 ports only. 1510, 20 ports up to 52. Then followed by all the 3130, 3630. Okay, we have the 30 to 52. As you can see, we have the TC, SC. For SC means all the port is SFP. TC, all the port is RJ45. Take note. Then followed by all these, okay, the industrial switch, okay, 12 ports. Next, for the PoE, okay, PoE, we have a different budget for different models. Okay, from the 8 port, okay, we have 64 watt up to 518 watt under MPP. As you can see, we have P, MP, and MPP. MPP support, okay, the PoE++ and the higher PoE budget. Okay, higher PoE budget. Next, okay, we have 1210, same thing, 64 up to 740 watts. Then 1250, we have 370 watt. Then 1510, same thing, the highest is 370. And next, a bit special on 3130 and the 3630 core layer. Okay, we can put in the redundancy power to increase it up to 740 watts. Remember, 740 watts. The industrial switch is 130 watt for the PoE budget. Okay. Okay, so for normal switch, okay, the SME, the smart switch, okay, what kind of series can we use? Okay, you can use the Fast E, okay, for the CCTV solution. They just connect because CCTV don't need so high. But if you connect to the AP or client, okay, you need to use 1 gig solution. Okay, so as you can see, we have 1210, we have 1100, okay, and 1250, 1510, and the DSS series 1210. So normally access layer, we will use this one, 1100. Then for the aggregation layer, we can use the 1210 or 1250. Then for the core, of course, this one is small to medium. The core we can use 1510 or 1210. Okay, it support the layer 3 static route only. Okay, static route. So this is just an example, just how we go through. Okay, the access layer, we use this aggregation, then followed by the core. Okay, for this core DSS series, we can support 10 gig. Remember, 10 gig. Okay, what's the difference? For 10, just only layer 2. Okay, come with the VLAN, those kind of things. Then next we have the 1210. Okay, start to come with all the spanning trees. Okay, you can set up the distribution layer as a ring topology to do redundancy. Then we have all the radius authentications for the clients. Then we have the ACL. Okay, so it also support the uplink for SFP. You can connect back to the core. The core we can use the 1250 or the 1510. Okay, it support all the static route and physical stacking also. Okay, static route. So it can stack together with the distribution to provide you a redundancy for your network. Okay. Next, for the core area, okay, for the larger enterprise, okay, we can use a higher grade standard for the D-Link switches. Okay, we can use the 3000. 3000 normally used for SS only because it's purely layer 2. Okay, layer 2. Then we have the 3130, okay, 3630, and the DSS 3600. Okay, this one support 1 gig, 10 gig, and 40 gig. Okay, 40 gig, just take note. So you can see for SS, normally this one, 3000. For the aggregations, okay, we can use the 3130. Then for the core, we can use the 3630 or the 3600. So as you can see over here, just now we lay out. So for this, okay, as you can see, for our aggregations and the core, we can do the redundancy, okay, the stacking, the LCP, those kind of things. We can do the full redundancy for the network. Okay, in case one of the line is down or even the switch, one of the switch down, okay, the whole network will still be running. Okay, take note, for 3000 only, it's just a layer 2 switch. Okay, 3130 comes with static route, okay, with all the OSPF, okay, the layer 3. Then for the 3600 series, okay, it's a core one. It support until up to MPLS, those kind of things. Okay. So next we have the transceiver also. Okay, this one will be on the 10 gig. Okay, 10 gig solution. Then next we have the single mode 10 gig up to 10 kilometer. Then we up to 30 meter only for this one, 10 gig up to 30 meter. This one is like a converter. Okay, it's the RJ45, okay, to the SFP plus. Then next we have the 40 kilometer. Then lastly we have the 100 meter. This one is different. This one is only 40 gig only, 40 gig QSFP plus 100 meter. Okay, next for the direct cable. Okay, this one is direct cable combined of the transceiver plus the fiber. Okay, we have this model DEM CB100S, 300S, and 700S. This one is 1 meter, 3 meter, and 7 meter. This one is used for stacking, stack multiple switch together. Not just that, okay, you also can use for uplink also, uplink. Next, of course, we have another model. It's called the CB100QSS. Okay, this one, as you can see here, is divide. Okay, QSFP means that it's a 40 gig. Okay, it can divide into SFP plus, as you can see from the picture. Okay, 4 times 10 gig. So you can do as a normal uplink between the 3630 and the DSS 3600. Okay, 40 gig. You can stack together. Each of them is 10. You can have a combination of 40 gig uplink, okay, using this cable. Take note.
Next, okay, I want to add on our carrier switch portfolio. Okay, so for our D-Link solution, we have models like DGS1100/ME. As you can see, ME, okay, able to support some of the functions for metro environment. Okay, even for the aggregation layer, okay, we also have DGS1210/ME. Then followed by the core, okay, will be the DGS3630 and the DSS3610. So some of the ME environment, okay, what's the function that they require? Of course, they require a higher bandwidth, 10 gig, 40 gig, and 100 gig. And normally those are the components that go into the internet to home, those fiber solutions. Then what is the features they required? Okay, for example, the OAM, okay, to detect the fiber, the cable. What is the quality? Is there, in case anything spoiled, it will be able to track back. Then triple play, for example, voice over IP, internet. Then we have the setup box, the IPTV. So we need to have those QoS. Then dying gaps, okay, for example, if the switch is going to spoil, okay, it will send the message out. Then we have the 6 kV high surge protections. So on the SS side, okay, we have those model like 1100, 1210, and 3130. Okay, it do support some of the function for the IPTV. Okay, we have the IGMP snooping, we have the ISM VLAN, then we have VLAN inside VLAN is what we call the Q in Q. Then on the aggregation switch, okay, we have more functions. Like for example, the 3630 and the 3600 will be able to support the voice VLAN, the IGMP static group, the VLAN mirroring, okay, those kind of functions to be used inside the ME environment. So this one is just the overview of how we're going to set up for the ME. So for the core area, we have all our data center switch that come with the 10 gig, 40 gig, and even 100 gig solutions. Then aggregation layer, okay, we have all the stacking, the ring topology to do redundancy. Then we have all the backup. So we have DGS 3630 and DGS 3130. Then after that, even okay, inside here we have the OLT. Okay, then we have fiber all the way through the splitter, then ONT to individual home for the last mile. Then for some of the areas that is required outside, okay, we have the outdoor standing cabinet. You can set up the ring topology. Remember, our switch do support okay, SDP and ERPS. So in case we set up the ring topology, there's a broadcast storm, we will be able to minimize it and provide okay, a very fast conversion timing in case any of the LAN port is down or if the fiber is down. Then the rest, okay, will be the industrial switch, okay, able to connect to all the CCTV and APs. Okay. So next, we will touch more on the applications, okay, what we can use.
This model is the DGS 3130. This one in the small to medium, we can add as a core also. Okay, it has some of the functions. For example, the VRRP is a virtual routing redundancy protocol. This one, okay, just create one virtual IP, okay, to combine these two switches together. Okay, so it will just do the load balancing between these two switches, okay, or redundancy in case one of the whole set switch is down. Okay, next, okay, we have the ERPS. Okay, ERPS to help you do the redundancy inside the ring topology. In case any of the uplink is down, your whole network was still running. Okay. Next, for 3130, okay, we also can do stacking. Okay, stacking. So in case any of the master switch is down, the slave will take over. Okay, can stack up to 9 switches, 18 gig bandwidth. Okay, 18 gig bandwidth. Next, if I want to use 3130 as an 8 switch, okay, or the aggregation switch, you also can do it same as the picture like that, very easily. Okay, so for access, okay, for 3130, you can do some of the functions, okay, like the ACL control, okay, the MAC access control, the web-based control. So the correct MAC, you'll be able to access your network, or you need to key in the username and password, okay, then you can access to it. Next, of course, we have the IP MAC port binding, okay, must be able to match these three, you will be able to connect to the network. And also DHCP server screening, okay, you can connect to the official server. The rest of the root DHCP server unable to broadcast at all. Okay, just take note, for 3130, we can do the stacking also. Okay, so this is all the example on the function itself, the web-based and the MAC access control. Okay, MAC, the client don't need to key in, can just connect to the network using the correct MAC address. Web-based, like a captive portal, you need to put in the username and the password. Okay, next, okay, same thing is the IP MAC port binding, okay, must be the correct one, then you will be able to connect to it. And also the DHCP screening, only the official DHCP server will be able to do the broadcasting.
Next, okay, we have all the switch success case that I want to share with you all. So first one will be in Thailand. Okay, we have the revenue department. So they get our switches as a core. As you can see, okay, we have the DSS 3600, 32SC, all is running on the SFP Plus. Okay, it's a 10 gig solutions. Then together, okay, we have the DSS 3400. This one can be all 10 gig RJ45. Then it will be connected to their server, their storage. Okay, then through here, as you can see, we have one is called a DWC 2000. Okay, what is this? This one is our hardware wireless controller. So able to manage all our DWL series. Then 10 gig, okay, down to all the distribution and edge switch. Okay, so it's DGS 3130. So for the TS, it's more to the PC, and PS come with the PoE function, will be more to power on all the APs. Okay, next, we have the project, okay, in the Bukit. It's a beach plaza hotel. Same thing, they want to provide the voice VLAN, surveillance VLAN, and IPTV for individual rooms and together with the Wi-Fi. So as you can see, the firewall for the gate, same as just now. Then followed by the core, we have the DGS 3130TS, okay, to connect to their storage, their server. Then we have this DHN100. What is this? This one is our hardware controller also, but it belongs to another model that will be able to manage all the DAP series. Then followed by all the access switch, okay, is the DGS 121028MP. Okay, MP means that it supports PoE and also higher power budget. So using this kind of solution, they will be able to do some authentication through the captive portal, okay, to all the guests. Okay, next we have the Indian government, the projects. Okay, they want to connect in their buildings with all the switch from D-Link. Okay, we using the model DGS 3130TS. Okay, so it comes with a 10 gig copper and also fiber uplinks. So this is the technology that they run, like for example, L3 routing between the VLANs. Then we have the loop protections in case any of the ring topology occur, we can prevent the loop. Then QoS, IPv6, and most importantly, we have the 6 kV. Okay. So next, we'll touch more on the industrial switch solution from D-Link.
For D-Link, we have industrial switch. Okay, it supports some of the reliable connections. Okay, so for the first one, it's called the Rapid Recovery Ring. This one is a similar technology for the ring topology, the ERPS, the STP, those kind of things. But this one is the fastest. Okay, 20 milliseconds, 20 the recovery timing. So it supports wide temperature also, -40 to 75 degrees. Then it supports IP30, okay, that's proof. Then lightning protection, 6 kV. Then redundancy power, okay, it comes with 2 VDC, okay, 2 power in is by DC. Okay, so you also can connect to an alarm. In case the primary voltage is down, okay, the backup will just kick in and trigger the alarm. Then we have the ERPS and fanless. Then next deployment, of course, PoE, okay, to power on all the AP and CCTV. Then we have the fiber SFP port uplink to the core layer. Then the mounting type, okay, we have link rail mount, wall plate, okay, nail in the ankle, or the rack mount, okay, with the L plate. Okay, next the function, of course, we have the wet GUI. So we have some of the program to help out, like the DNA, the DView7, and of course, okay, talking about surveillance, okay, we have the auto surveillance VLAN. Remember, it will always, okay, automatically add your CCTV and your NVR to the auto surveillance VLAN, okay, and set it as a highest priority. Then next, of course, you have console at SMP, and lastly, the CLI command. Okay, so for industrial switch, okay, we have a few models. Okay, we have the DIS100, okay, it's an unmanaged one. Then we have a DIS200 layer 2. This one also, DIS300 is also a layer 2, but okay, it comes with the industrial ring protection, okay, 20 milliseconds. Then this one is a layer 3 static route, DIS700G. Okay, it's very suitable to put outdoor. For example, the lamp pole, you know, the metal box, the metal cabinet. Okay, you can put inside because we support wide temperature, IP30, and also environmental tests. Okay, vibration, shock, and free fall. Okay, we also have some of the safety cert, ULCE and FCC. Okay, remember PoE support, PoE support. So this is all the portfolio for the industrial switch. Okay, are managed. We have the 100 series. 200, okay, is a layer 2, same as the 300 layer 2, but the different, like I say, okay, is the ring protection, industrial ring protection, 20 milliseconds. Then lastly, of course, the 700, we have the layer 3 static route, okay. Next, of course, when we talk about industrial switch, okay, what temperature? But how about transceiver? Okay, uplink back to your core. You will also need an industrial transceiver. Okay, we have the multi-mode and single mode also. For single mode, you can go up to 80 kilometer. Okay, 80 kilometer. Okay, the temperature is minus 40 to 85 degree. It's very good. Okay, next for the dealing solution for the industrial switch, okay, all support 1 gig. Okay, so it's very fast to your AP. Then it support PoE. Okay, PoE power on to all your CCTV, so you don't need to connect another power source to it. Then we have redundancy. Okay, we have the industrial ring protection, 20 milliseconds. It's very fast. So next, as you know, the auto surveillance VLAN. Okay, once you're on ready, instead of you're going through all the web GUI, the settings, everything changed to picture. Okay, you will be able to see all the IP cameras, the NVR, those kind of things. Then followed by all the status. Okay, what is the bandwidth? Then followed by the PoE budget. Then once you're on the mode already, okay, once you're on, the auto surveillance VLAN will also enable by default. Okay, all the IP cameras and NVR will automatically add to this VLAN using ONWIF. Okay, ONWIF is a CCTV universal standard. Okay, lastly, of course, with the health diagnostics, okay, you can check the port and the cables. Okay, next, of course, ERPS. Okay, as we know, we go through some ERPS, faster 50 to 200 milliseconds. Okay, next, ERPS, okay, compared to the industrial ring. Okay, ERPS is a universal standard. Okay, the other brand also, they also support this. Okay, 50 milliseconds, 16 node. But compared to industrial switch, industrial ring, okay, 20 milliseconds, 250 nodes, but it's not a universal standard. Okay, can only use within our dealing models. Okay, please take note of this part. Okay. So this is all the difference. Okay, we have the 100G is unmanaged. Okay, up to 14 ports, come with the SIP or the GE, and also support PoE. Then we have the 200 and 300 is a layer 2, okay, layer 2, and 700 is a layer 3 static route. Okay. So what is the application can we use for the industrial switch? Of course, transportation system, okay, because they need real-time updates, okay, redundancy is very important for them. So for dealing, okay, we combine with the NEMA TS2 traffic control standard, and we also have the EN 50121-4, the wayside controller for the railway stations. Okay, so we have all the standards compliance. Then because for the dealing industrial switch, we support wider temperature, okay, minus 45 to 70 degrees. So it's very suitable to place on these kind of locations. Not just that, okay, we have redundancy also. Okay, we have the ERPS, we have the industrial ring protection up to 20 millisecond recover timing. Okay, so we also have the dual power input. In case the battery is down, the backup was still running. Okay, and also can trigger the alarms. So this is how we set up. Normally for the core, we can put the DIS 700G static route, then followed by all the distribution layer, we have the 300, or you can use the 200. Then by all the edge devices, edge switch, okay, we can use the DIS 100G to do the PoE to power on all the devices. Okay, for station to station, same thing. Okay, you can use the routing at 700G, distribution 300 or 200. Then everything can connect back to the control station. For the outdoor itself, of course, those cabinet, the metal cabinet, we can put the DIS 100G inside. Okay, support wide temperature, those kind of things. Okay, next for some of the station, okay, they need to connect to the traffic lights. Okay, the lights. So okay, they can use some of the things like the media converter. They can convert it, okay, all the way 80 kilometer running on fiber to the other end to do it. Okay, as you can see, we have another component. It's called a DPE SP110. What is this? This one, it can buff the power surge from 6K to 20 kV. 20 kV, so it's very, very high. The next, of course, the next scenario is the factories. Okay, of course, it's a harsh environment. Okay, the requirement is workplace safety. They want to reduce cabling costs, those kind of thing. For our industrial switch, okay, the dealing industrial switch, okay, we have the IP30. Okay, so we can stand in for the harsh environments. Next, of course, we have the dual power. Okay, so in case the primary is down, the secondary is just take over. Okay, we can also trigger the alarms also. Then next, of of course, the redundancy. Okay, we have industrial ring protection up to 20 milliseconds. Okay, same thing, same layout. Okay, we have the DIS 700 as a static route. Okay, as a core, then followed by the distribution layer with all the 300 or 200. Then branch out. Okay, to the DIS. Okay, 100G. Okay, to PoE all the devices like your IP camera, the AAP, those kind of things. Okay, next for the city surveillance. When we talk about surveillance, okay, normally we will use, okay, for the industrial switch, the auto surveillance mode. Okay, remember, just you on it, all the CCTV will be added inside this surveillance and having the highest priority, okay, for the QoS. So we have a 10 years replacement component supply. So we will be able to do it. Normally for the surveillance solutions for the outdoor, they will place inside the metal cabinet. So for our dealing, okay, we will be able to put inside to withstand the white temperature. And we also can do the redundancy, okay, the ring topology, we can do it. So this is how we're going to branch out. Same thing again, the core is normally the DIS 700 to the static route. Then distribution layer is all 300 or 200. Then 100 just PoE to all the devices. Okay, parking, same thing for the parking under the hot sun. Okay, we need the white temperature. Okay, the network also cannot be down. Okay, because we need to update the car park slot to the cloud. You know, those kind of things. Or even they do the license plate capturing, those kind of things. Very important. So of course, for the dealing industrial switch, okay, we support IP30. Okay, white temperature. We also provide the redundancy, also ring protection. You know, those kind of things to help out the network itself. So the connection, also the same thing, DIS 700 always as the core, using the static route to route between the network. Okay, then of course, distribution layer, we have the DIS 300 and 200, then DIS 100 as the edge to do the PoE to all the sensor or the LED indicator. Okay, next, of course, we can buff up, okay, the surge protection. Okay, for all the industrial switch, okay, is 6 kV. Okay, we just add in some of the component like the DPE SP110i for the indoor and the SP110 for the outdoor. So you just buff up to 20 kV. Okay, take note, 20 kV. So this one is the indoor and this one is the outdoor to protect all the CCTV and your AP devices.
Next, for the wireless solutions, okay, for dealing, we have a few solutions for you to select. So for the first one is more on the hardware controller. It's called our unified wireless solutions. Okay, next, okay, we have the software-based wireless controller. Okay, it's called our Nucleus Connect. So you will be able to install inside your software or inside the AWS to manage all the APs. Then next, we have the Nucleus Cloud. This one is a cloud wireless controller. Okay, it's already inbuilt inside the AWS and managed by dealing ourselves. Then lastly, of course, we have the outdoor PTP and PTMP backhaul wireless solutions. Next, how do we select the right wireless solutions? Of course, for the first one, okay, very easy, is our PTP and PTMP solution. It's called our DAP F series. Okay, can go up to 20 kilometer, okay, running on wireless bridging. So in case any project that are unable to pull the LAN cable, you can use this. Next, of course, we have the Nucleus Cloud. Okay, is our wireless cloud management. So able you to manage a switch or AP from anywhere in the world. And the model for the AP is DBA, and for the switch is called a DBS series. So from remote, you will be able to change the SSID, change the password, or even set the VLAN for the switch very easily and support unlimited devices. Of course, the charges will be per device, per license. The license got 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years. Okay, next is our Nucleus Connect. It's a free software. Okay, allow you to install inside your server to manage up to 1,000 AP. Okay, you also can put this software inside the cloud. Okay, for example, the AWS, you will be able to manage all the AP across the world. Then lastly, of course, we have the hardware controller. Okay, it's called our DWC series. Okay, able to manage all the DWL APs. Okay, can support up to 256 AP. Just take note. So this one will be more on our outdoor Wi-Fi deployment for the PTP and PTMP. So this is all our models. So for wireless N300, okay, we have the DAP F3704 and our DAP 3705. Just take note, for the 3704, you will be able to do the PTMP, okay, point to multi-point. Okay, for this 3705, you only can do one-to-one due to the dish antenna. Okay, so next model, we have the wireless AC. Okay, can go up to AC 867, 2x2. So we have the model like DAP 3711 PTP and DAP F3713. We have the PTP and PTMP. And lastly, our 20 km one, okay, is our DAP 3712. It's a PTP solution. This, okay, I recommend to you all, is very good because most of the project, I use this one. The customer feedback say it's very, very stable and good. So when you set up the outdoor Wi-Fi deployment for the PTP, the most important thing you all need to take note, okay, is the line of sight. Okay, this is very, very important. So without the line of sight, okay, the baud rate may not be very good and there's a lot of interference. Okay, just take note on this part. So next, okay, for our unified wireless solution, okay, is our DWC series. We will be able to manage all the DWL. So in case you got any project that is a remote site, okay, you need to set up the VPN, okay, through your firewall or our service router DSR series. Then you will be able to manage all the rest of the DWL. Okay. So for Nucleus is another type of our wireless management solutions. So remember, we have two. One is the Nucleus Cloud, is our cloud management. So you'll be able to manage all the devices from anywhere in the world. Remember, this one comes with the license per AP, 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years. Next, of course, we have the Nucleus Connect. It's a free software, but you will need to set up the server yourself, or you all can just put inside the AWS. So let us take a break, okay, to look at the video.
Networks are becoming more complex, but customers are demanding easier ways to manage them. Network downtime, new device configuration, and maintaining performance all cost time and money. That's not to mention standing up to today's security threats and access to analytics and insights. And it's up to you to follow those trends and offer customers what they are demanding. Nucleus can help you do just that. So, what is Nucleus? It's a managed networking solution that is powerful, reliable, flexible, and secure. It helps you provide the best network experience for your clients. With Nucleus, you've got Connect in one hand, Cloud in the other. Two solutions. So what's the difference? Allow me to explain. When it comes to digital transformation, each business is facing its own individual challenges. As their IT partner, they turn to you to recommend what's best for them. First, let's talk about cloud. Not everyone can have a dedicated IT team, but with cloud, no special IT skills are required. With cloud being a turnkey solution, you can flip the switch and be ready to go. Their business still has growing to do. With cloud, scaling up is easy because they can expand as and when necessary. Finally, cloud is budget-friendly with a cost structure that makes first steps feasible and long-term transformation possible. So how about Connect? Connect is exceptional value with low total cost of ownership. You can rest assured it will keep serving long-term business needs, but with costs in mind. The client is happy to take a more hands-on approach, configuring and monitoring their network. With Connect, they can take as much or as little control as they want. Finally, handling sensitive data is the norm, whether it be due to data regulations or just extra security. With Connect, what's important stays on site, minimizing risk. Be it cloud or Connect, both solutions lower the barrier to you serving your customers' needs, whatever they are. And most importantly, a long-term business relationship that will see them coming back to you year after year after year.
Okay, next we have the Nucleus Connect and Nucleus Cloud. What's the difference?
as shown in the video. Okay, we just go through again. So for our Nucleus Cloud, okay, is our cloud network management, able to manage all the AP and switch. Okay, we support unlimited devices. So it's a zero touch. Okay, the customer don't need to do anything, just plug and play. Okay, so the model for the AP will be DBA and the switch will be DBS series. Okay, so next will be the Nucleus Connect. It's a software base. Okay, you will need to install inside the server. So the server is maintained by the customer side. Then it support up to 1,000, okay, 1,000 AP. Then we have apps. Okay, you will be able through the apps to remote, to view all the AP status. Then of course you will need to make sure the device, the AP is upgraded to the latest 2.00 to be able to work with the Nucleus Connect software. Then of course you need some of the IT skill because you need to set up the port forwarding and you need to set up some of the DDNS. Okay. So the topology, okay, between the Nucleus Cloud and Nucleus Connect. Okay, for the cloud, we install inside the AWS. So it support up to SLA 99.9%. So for the MSP account, they will be able to create multiple local admin, okay, multi-tenancy. So each of the project, the local admin can just handle their own devices. Then, for example, the MSP, if they want to cancel away this project, okay, they just delete away. All the switch or AP will be fall back to the MSP inventory. So any new project, okay, they can just transfer the device, okay, back to the new project. It's very convenient for the MSP account. Then next, for the Nucleus Connect, it's a software base. You will need to get the server yourself and install the software. Then you need to do some of the IT setup, okay, like the port forwarding and the DDNS. So when you do the port forwarding, all the APs, okay, will be able to remote and back to the HQ. And from outside, okay, the clients, no matter using the Nucleus Connect apps or they use the web portal, they will be able to remote manage and see all the AP status. Okay. So this is all our Nucleus Connect product line. Okay, we have the wireless N series. Okay, so it will be the DAP 2230 and 2310. Then we had the entry level for the wireless Wave 2 AC. Okay, 2 times 2, we have the 2610, then 2660 and 2662. Okay, take note. Then this one is more for the in-wall AP that is allow you to plug inside to the wall. Okay. Then next we have the 4 times 4 is a DAP 2680. Then also we have the outdoor one. Okay, we have the 3662 and 3666. And lastly, we have our Nucleus Connect Hub. Remember, this one is like a wireless hardware controller. Okay, you just set up inside your network. You will be able to manage up to 100 DAP devices. 100, okay, take note. Next, we have the Nucleus Cloud. Okay, this is all the models. It's the DBA series. Okay, we have the 2 times 2 is 1210. Then up to, okay, we have the 2820 higher end one. It's a 4 times 4. Okay, take note on these two models, the 2520 and 2820. It also come with 2 LAN port. It support LACP, link aggregations. So in case one of the line is down, okay, the other one is still working fine. Then below will be all our switch. Okay, it's a DBS series. Okay, so it support only layer 2, just take note layer 2. Then it comes with PoE also. We have the success case in Japan, okay, by the NTT East using our Nucleus Cloud solutions. Okay, so they have a challenge. They need a central and cost-effective solution for their countrywide deployment on the wireless portion. So the solution, okay, is to use the Nucleus Cloud platform on all our cloud-enabled APs. Okay, so they will act as a MSP to collect, okay, monthly subscription from all the customers, okay, that require the wireless solutions. So, okay, for the business transformation for the NTT East, okay, starting from 2012, okay, they face some of the challenge, okay, high operation, okay, high service costs with all the legacy devices. Okay, due to they need to send the engineers down to the remote site. Okay, everything will cost money. Okay, next for the operation, okay, because legacy devices they
require the TR069 to manage. So all the devices will need to have a custom firmware. Okay, as you know, custom firmware cause a lot of issues. So in 2014, okay, dealing together with NTT East, we launched a phase 1, okay, using this Dealing Business Cloud 1.0. It is a fully host central network management solutions, okay, for them to manage all the APs. Okay, it's called the DBA 1510P. Okay, it's a AC1750 wireless AP. So they deploy more than 60,000 okay, APs. So as you can see, the result is very good. So in phase 2, okay, it launched in 2019 Q3. It's officially called Nucleus Cloud. Okay, together with the DBA 1210. Okay, it's a AC1300. Okay, same thing, it's more than 30,000. Okay, 30,000. So for the architect, okay, for the NTT East, come with 2 packages. First, of course, we have the entry, the basic. It's called the Nucleus Cloud using our DBA 1510 and the 1210. Another is the advanced package, is the Meraki. Okay, Meraki. So 80% of the take-up rate, okay, based on Nucleus Cloud. Okay, Nucleus Cloud. So this is their business model for our Nucleus Cloud. Okay, we have the DBA, okay, 1510 and DBA 1210. Okay, this is their monthly subscriptions. Okay, everything, okay, initial AP and the AP is free. Okay, it's free. So this AP comes with all the features, for example, multi-SSID, the guest Wi-Fi, login through social login, then some of the auto channel and band steering. So for the commercial, they have a lot of success case in the NTT East. For example, the first one is the hospitality. Okay, they install in one of the 5-star famous hotel, 700 rooms. Okay, they deploy 120 APs each floor. Okay, and the lobby itself. So the function that they enable is, for example, the free guest Wi-Fi. Okay, can log in through social login. Okay, we support the Facebook, Google, Line, and Weibo. Then, of course, for their employee, okay, they use the normal WPA or WPA2. Okay, so next we have the service station. Okay, they have their IT administrator. Okay, so it's very easy for them to set up. Okay, plug and play. Okay, zero-touch deployment. So island-wide, okay, 50 gas station, they deploy 50 APs. Same thing for the employee. Okay, you can use the WPA, WPA2, or even the WPA3 wireless encryption. Then next, we have the campus. Same thing, it's a very famous university, deploy 60 AP in the classroom and the library. Okay, same thing for the IT administrator. You can just plug and play and able to manage their AP under the Nucleus Cloud solutions. Okay, same thing for the guests is the social login. For the staff is the WPA or WPA2. They even come with the social login with the time limit, okay, for their guests. And next, for the chain store, same thing, nationwide, okay, 300 store in Japan, deploy 280 units, okay, around 1 AP per store. Same thing for their IT administrator, they just go down, plug and play, very, very easily for them. Then they also can provide the guest Wi-Fi using the social login. Then we have the fix, okay, to fix the WPA2 and WPA3 for the employee. Then social login for the guests. Then restaurant, same thing, we have the nationwide 150 chain store, deploy 10 unit on the new open. As you can see, all is the same. Guest is also using the social login. Then the employee sure is using the encryption, WPA, WPA2, or even the WPA3. Then we have the private sector, okay, 2 buildings, okay, with 10 floors, deploy 110 units.
Okay, next we have the Nucleus Connect success case. So for the first one, okay, is a Thailand project. Okay, over 400 over school, okay, install around 1,600 over of APs. Okay, it's a 3 years government contracts. Okay, so during the POC, okay, they need a requirement, okay, of 40 concurrent YouTuber within 2 hours, okay, keep on running. So cannot be disconnect at all. Okay, so this is one of the requirement. Next, for our solution, okay, we need to comply with the Thailand law. Means the clients, okay, must be able to see the source IP and the destination IP. Then next, of course, because they are running on the local database, captive portal, okay, they need to require support 1,000 account. So this is the overall topology. Okay, inside the HQ itself, it comes with 2 servers. Okay, so each of the server will handle over 800 overall APs. Okay, because Nucleus Connect, the maximum AP can support is 1,000. Okay, for the software itself. So each of the school is around 4 to 5 APs. Okay, we also have our PoE switch. Okay, just to PoE power on all the APs, and the rest, okay, will go back, okay, to the server itself. So for the installer, it's very easy. You just go down, power on the APs. Okay, use their phone. You just push down the profile. That's it. Very simple. Next, for the SSID, okay, we come with field. We have a teacher, student, guest, and admin. Okay, all the SSID will be authenticated by the local database. Okay, we already created all the accounts for them. So for the school, okay, we're handled by 2 servers. Okay, each of them is 800 plus of AP. Not just that, okay, we also have the bandwidth control per clients. So it's around 10 to 20. Then each of the AP can allow only maximum 50 clients. So this is the POC test. So there is a 40 user, okay, they will be running on the YouTubes. Make sure there's no disconnections. So not just that, we also do a wireless speed test to ensure that as then followed by using the apps, you'll be able to see all the informations. Okay, so for the Nucleus Connect, okay, what is our winning factors? Okay, of course, we have the reporting. Okay, followed by we have the multi-tenancy, because every school will have their own local admin just to handle 4 to 5 AP itself. Then next, the Thailand law, okay, the traffic monitoring, you will be able to see the source IP and destination IP. Then captive portal, okay, we can support up to 1,000 local account. Then next, of course, we have the duration limit. Okay, you can limit the students. Okay, during this period of time, they only can use 2 hours. After that, they kick them out. Then minimum 6,000 passcode. Okay. So this is the 2 model we use for this project. Okay, it's the DAP 2610. Okay, it's a Wave 2 dual band. And we have the 2680, DAP 2680. Okay, it's an AC 1750. Same thing, it's a Wave 2. So the winning factor again, okay, we support 1,000 local accounts, captive portal. Then we support the multi-tenancy, so the local admin can handle their own APs. Then the Thailand law, okay, we have the source IP and destination IP per clients. Okay, this one without any gateway. Okay, you don't need to add on any gateway. So the logs, okay, we can cap up to 90 days or more using the external syslog server. Then of course, okay, the software itself is free. Okay, it's free. Okay, next will be our wired and wireless management software. It's called a DView 7. So this software allows you to manage all our dealing wired or wireless devices through the SNMP.
So for example, if you want to manage a lot of devices, okay, dealing switch, dealing AP, you know, a lot of things, you want to access to it, you want to do troubleshooting, those kind of things, it's very hard because you need to log into the web GUI, you need to find the IP address, it's very complicated. So this for dealing, we have few methods, okay, to access to the device itself. So for the first one, of course, the common one is the web GUI. Okay, second one, we have the DNA to help you to do the setup during the initial. Then we have the DView 7 to manage all the dealing devices very easily through SNMP. Okay, so for the DNA, it's like a plugin on the Chrome itself. Okay, it not just work on Windows, it also work from the Linux and the Mac. So for the initial setup, you can set all the IP address inside here very, very easily using this DNA. It's a free software. Okay, it's a free. Next, of course, we have the DView 7. Okay, it will be able to manage all the dealing switch, controller, and AP also, every devices. It will provide you a network topology, okay, and also you can do the batch deployment, real-time monitoring, and maintenance. For example, you can push the firmware to all the devices very, very easily. Okay, everything is managed by SMMPR, take note. So for the DView 7, okay, if the administrator, they want to access to it, very easy. They don't need to install any client. Okay, they just open up through any browser. Okay, just key in the IP address, the portal, the DNS, those kind of thing. They will be able to access the DView 7 portal already.
Next will be D-Link surveillance products. So here the list will be our D-Link CCTV IP camera. So as you can see on the top, okay, is our IP camera dome. So how to differentiate between bullet, what is the megapixel? Okay, as you can see from our model name, okay, we have the DCS F4612. Okay, the 46 means it's a dome IP camera. The last number, okay, will be the megapixel. So as you can see, okay, we have the 4612 is a 2 megapixel, 4604 is a 4 megapixel, and same thing with the 4334. Okay. Then next for the bullet types, okay, is our DCS-F4712. As you can see, 7 means it's bullet. The last one, same thing, 2 megapixel. Then 4704, 4 megapixel. And of course, we have the higher end is our F8812. This one will be our 12 megapixel. And not just that, okay, it comes with the very focused lens. So during this certain distance, okay, the zoom will still be very, very clear. Okay, next, of course, we have our fish eyes model. Okay, it's F4515 is a 5 megapixel, and our F8612 is our 12 megapixel. Then lastly, of course, we have the pan tilt camera. Okay, it's called the DCS F4222, okay, 2 megapixel, and the rest of these two is a higher end one, F6123 and F6917. Okay, the difference is these two is running on optical zoom. So when you zoom in, it was always very, very clear. Okay. So this one is our run rate products, just take note. Then not just that, okay, we also have our face recognition IP camera. Okay, the model will be the DCS F4782F and 4682F. Okay, this one allows you to do some of the face recognition and do some analytics. Okay, using our software called DCMS Plus. Okay, next will be our thermal camera. It's called the DCS 9500T. Okay, this one can scan, okay, and monitor the temperature up to 30% in one frame. Okay, so the degree, the accuracy is plus minus 0.3 degree. Okay, work together with the bread body. Okay, so the bread body always calibrate at 40 degree. Okay. Next will be our NVR. Okay, we have our CCTV, we have the entry level. So the first model will be the DNR F4414P. So this one comes with a 4-port behind, it's a PoE. Then next we have the 4118, same thing, 8 channel behind. Okay, can PoE up to 8 cameras. Then we have the next one, F4226P, 16 channel PoE. Okay. So our professional one will be our DNR F4432, okay, 32 channel. Then we have this 32 PoE channel. So you can plug behind 32 IP cameras. Then this one also same thing, F832. Okay, so this one also 32 channel. Then we have the last one, the higher end, 4864, 64 channel. Okay, take note. So this one will be our complete surveillance solutions. Okay, this one is just example for. So for example, this one is our DSR 1000 AC. Okay, our service router. So you connect to your H switch. Okay, DGS 1100, and the other one is the 26 MP. So here over here will be our DVR. Okay, using the analog IP camera. So these are all the models. Okay, as you can see, starting with number 1 is all the analog. Starting with number 4 is all our IP camera. So for the analog, okay, you use the coax cable, connect to the DVR, then you can connect back to our software management. It's called our DCMS Plus, okay, to manage all the NVR. Okay, over here we have the DNR 4864 can go up to 64 channel. Okay, for all the F46 series, okay, all the IP cameras will be able to do recording inside this NVR. Not just that, we also have certain models, okay, our consumer running on ONWIF. Okay, so our NVR, once detect ONWIF, will be able to do recording also together with the live view. Then through outside, okay, from the apps, it's called the D-Link CCTV, you will be able to see all the device. If not, okay, you can use our consumer cloud apps called My D-Link Lite to be able to see all the DCS series over here. Okay. Okay, next will be our D-Link M2M solutions. So this is all our LTE products overview. So for the entry level, we have the DWM311, come with the LTE Cat 4, download speed is 150, upload speed is 50 megabit per second. Okay, so the LAN come with 1 gig port and 1 SIM card slot. So it do support the VPN, okay, it's called the Open VPN. Then next, okay, we have the DWM312, same thing, LTE Cat 4, okay, but the LAN is only Fast E, just take note. Then come with 2 SIM card slot. So it can do some of the SIM card fade over. Okay, for example, the SIM card A fail, okay, it will fade over to the SIM card B. Okay, this one also support all the VPN, okay, IPsec, L2TP, PPTP. Then next we have the DWM313. Again, same thing, LTE Cat 4. But for this, it comes with 2 Fast E port. One of them can be configured to a WAN port. So in case the WAN is down, okay, you can do the fade over to the SIM card slot. Then same thing for the VPN, okay, it support all the VPN functions. Then next, okay, we have the DWM312W, okay, it's the same thing as 312, but okay, it comes with 1 more Fast E port able to configure to WAN, and it support the wireless also. Okay, take note, it's 1x1, okay, all the VPN functions. Then next, okay, we have the DWM315. Okay, this one can support higher speed. Okay, it's a LTE Cat 6. Download is 300 megabit per second. Upload 50. Okay, support a gigabit port, 2 gigabit port. One of them can be configured to WAN. So same thing again. If the WAN is down, it can do the fallback to the SIM card. Okay, all the VPN supported. Then lastly is our higher end. It's called the DWM321. Okay, this one, same thing, is a LTE Cat 4, 150 download and 50 upload. But the WAN port, okay, you can configure one of the LAN to WAN. Then 4 SIM card slot. So this one is a bit special, a lot. Then come with the wireless 2x2. Then support all the VPN function. And not just that, for this model, it also support GPS. So together with our DAC software, you will be able to track, okay, where's the device. Okay, so for our LTE M2M solutions, okay, what kind of application that you can use? Okay, some of them can use inside their commercial events, then the parking meter, then waste management, signboard, okay, machine to machine. So for example, IP cameras, maybe back to the NVR, okay, you can do this. Then photo booth, vending machine, and most of the project is running on ATM and POS. The first one, office, okay, we have the WAN fade over. In case anything happen to your network, it will fade over to the SIM card solutions. So next is the smart surveillance. This one is very, very common, okay. So some of the CCTV they install on the lamppost, okay, on the public area, they are very hard to find the internet connection, the fiber connection, okay, back to the HQ site, those kind of things. So, okay, they will set up the 4G router, okay, our M2M solutions. So everything will go through, okay, the SIM card, then back to the HQ itself. Okay, they also even can run the VPN IPsec, okay, site to site for extra encryptions. Okay. Next, ATM, same thing. Okay, most important thing is the VPN. So in case anything,
Okay, everything will go through the encryption tunnel back to the HQ. So some of the ATM, very hard to get the internet fiber connection. So how? Same thing. They use the M2M solution. Okay, everything go through the 4G SIM card back to the HQ running on VPN tunnel. So in case any point of time the SIM card is down, you still have the backup SIM card, okay, for the failover. It's very good for the M2M. So next for the in-vehicle, same thing also, okay. Everything can connect back to the HQ itself, okay, VPN again. Then you can set some of the wireless access control, okay, for the tourists, okay, inside the coach. So if they want to access the internet, they can buy the services. Then we can, the M2M solution can do the checking back, okay, to their wireless access controller and the radius server also. So if the customer put in the username and password, if correct, okay, they will be able to access to all the entertainment, okay, like the video on demand, okay, internet access inside the coach, okay. So same thing, okay, for the train, you can provide the services for the wireless access or the video on demand. Okay, same thing, okay, the M2M solution, 4G back to the HQ running on the VPN tunnel. Okay, so you can do the radius authentications, okay, the wireless access control to manage all the AP on the train. So in case anything happen, don't need to worry, we still have the failover on the SIM card too. Okay, remember guys, for dealing M2M solution devices, all our M2M come with 2 SIM card slots. So you can do the failover very easily. Okay, next, change store. This one is very, very common. Okay, we have a lot of projects on the change store itself. So they just, okay, get the 4G router, connect back to the HQ running on VPN. So for the HQ itself, they can monitor, okay, the in stock, okay, the stock for individual retail. So in case they are not enough, you can send the delivery truck over there to top up. Okay, this one is very, very common. So for retail shop, normally a lot. So you cannot ask them to get the firewall, those kind of things, very expensive. So connections back, okay, the cheapest way of doing, okay, you can get the M2M solutions, okay. So next for the traffic monitoring, of course, some of the area, the intersections, they set up AEP, the radio wave, okay, detect all the vehicles, okay, in case they crash together, those kind of things. We have the warning alarm. All the systems, okay, you need a HQ server area to do the analytic, okay, to monitor. So same thing again, it's very hard to find the internet connection at those kind of area. You can use the M2M solution, connect back 3G, 4G, okay, back to the HQ running on VPN for encryptions, okay. So everything is running. Next, of course, we have the parking. This one also very, very common. For parking, some of the apps, okay, they will be able to tell you this location, how many slot, how many car park slot have, then you can go over there. So those kind of information, okay, you need a farm, a server farm to cap all the analytic data. So same thing again for the car park. Okay, very hard to get the fiber connections or the internet. Always can use the M2M, okay, SIM card back, okay, the VPN tunnel back to the HQ, update the data and broadcast to all the apps, okay, for the car park stocking. So everyone will know through the apps, which area still have the free slot for me to park my car, those kind of informations. Same thing, failover, don't need to worry, the internet will always be up. Okay, next, of course, we talking about the GPS location, okay, is the DWM321, just like I said already. So using this software, the tag, you will be able to track, okay, these devices installed inside the van, okay, which route or which path she runs. Okay, you can see inside, okay, the Google Map. Lastly, okay, we have our D-Link structured cabling solutions. So for our D-Link cable networks, okay, we sell a lot of one-stop solutions. For example, we have the bulk cable, come with 305 meter, and we also have the patch cord. We have 1 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter.
Then we also have the patch panel, no matter is it loaded or unloaded. Okay, then for the unloaded, we have the keystone jack. Okay, we have a different colors. Then we have tools. Okay, we have some of the solution like fast terminations. Okay, the punching down. Okay, we have all the tools. Then we have the surface mount, the information outlet. Then for the fiber part, we also have the cable. Then the patch cord, pigtail. Okay, the LIU unit. Then the adapter and the connector also. Next, we have our ETL verified cert for all our patch cord and the keystone jack. So as you can see on the left hand side, okay, the topology, they connect up to 6 connector. So total length is up to 100 meter. So we have passed the test. Next, okay, we have our fast termination jack that is EC verified. So this one will be include the 4P PoE, able to support higher PoE power. So this is very ideally for those devices like those PTZ cameras or those high power AP. So our device will be able to power on. Okay, next you can see this one is our patch cord and the board cable design. Then followed by all our copper components portfolio. So we have the latest one is called the fast termination. Okay, we have Cat5e, Cat6, and Cat6a. So this one comes with the ring patch cord, then the black and silver patch panel, together with the latest fast termination jack, together with the tools itself. Then next, okay, we have the toothless. Then this is the same thing, the color ring. Then followed by the patch panel unloaded. Then the toolless jack, together with the tools. Then lastly is the most commonly used, okay, the punch down. We got the Cat5e and Cat6. Same thing with the color ring, then the patch panel unloaded or loaded, then followed by the keystone jack and the punch down tools. Lastly, okay, we have the warranty for all our cable solutions up to 35 years, but you need to submit the fruit test result to us. Once we verify, okay, we approve, then you will get the 25 years warranty. Okay, guys, any question?